We'd like to do a little comparison between a couple of guns here. Shooting this 230 grain Lee truncated cone tumble lube, and we're in a Starline Schofield brass is what we put these in. And as far as the two guns go that we're looking at here, we've got a single action Army. This one done by Uberti, 7.5 inch. I think this is what they call our custom, or not custom, but custom model. You know, it's got the mark on the grip down here, inspector's mark or something like that. It says US on the frame here, down here. Anyway, 7.5 inch, 45. And the other one is a Pietta replica of an 1858 Remington. And this one, I didn't do this because I picked this gun up used, but someone has machined out the frame here in the rear part so that they can eject the cartridges out of this Kirst conversion cylinder that's in there for a 45 long Colt. And I'll be shooting the Schofield. That's not a problem here. It'll take the Schofield, long Colt, or even the Cowboy Special short ones that will fit in there. So between the two guns, as far as the anything else goes, they pretty much both hit point of aim. I had to raise the front sight on this one, put a different front sight on there. I actually put a dovetail in there so I can adjust it for windage left and right. Both guns pretty much hit point of aim, about the same weight trigger pull. So all in all, we're going to check and see if this copy here of the old style gun can compete at all with the new one that we've got here. What I'm looking at doing for targets here is I'll shoot, I think I'll shoot the Custer version here, the 45 single action Army done by Uberti. I think I'll shoot that one first, fire 5 rounds, then I'll switch to a target here that I'll put 5 rounds from the conversion, Pietta conversion into, and then I'll go repost this target another 5 and so forth. That way, if I'm getting fatigued or something, it'll kind of balance out between the two guns. We've got almost no wind right now this evening. I don't have any light on my target, but that should work out okay because we're doing the same thing for both guns. So we should get some idea that way how they compare as far as the size of the group and where they're actually hitting with that 230 grain Lee conical bullet. Alright, we've loaded up 5 with the Uberti 7.5 inch 45. See how these do. We'll take that target down and set the target up for the 1858. Now we'll switch back, put the target back up from our 7.5 inch Uberti single action and put 5 more down there. We've marked the first 5 that we shot. Yeah, back to our 1858 converted Remington. Wait a minute. Back to our 1858 Pietta converted Remington. Alright, looking at the two groups. Our one with the single action Army, probably about a 3.5 inch spread here for 10 shots. Our first group was came in at 3 inches, the first 5, and the second group came in at 2.5. So if we add those two things up, total of 5.5 inches. That's not the spread here of the group size, but that's just the total of the two individual groups. Over here with the Pietta 1858 Remington replica, 3 3/4, and then 2-inch. So we did a little better on the smallest group here with the Remington, but then the single action did a little better as far as when we added those things up goes. So looking at those groups that we shot, I'm pretty happy that the conversion cylinder here that's put into this Pietta replica of an 1858 Remington did real well. It probably shot, I'd say, as good as the standard single action Army one did. So that's kind of good news to me, because I always wondered whether or not these cylinders would give us accuracy potential. And I think there's a difference between the 44 caliber guns that these conversion cylinders would go into, or the 36s. So as far as anyone looking at purchasing these things go, do your homework ahead of time, and plenty of things online that you can find out about the cylinders. But looking at the groups again, we got to say that the conversion cylinder definitely has that accuracy potential, and as far as I'm concerned, that's real good news.